Jesse Balcer after a really tight 78-75 loss to Jefferson at home. Coach, I have to ask it right at the end, the foul call on Thompson that ended up giving them the lead. You were not happy. What did you see on the call?
Well, I mean, Randolph stuck his leg out as he shot it. They called it. I mean, I was just begging my case. At that point, it's probably a foul, but I just don't want I don't want that call. I want the players to decide what's going on. I mean, it's what guys do. They stick their leg out, they get the calls, and he did it, and he got the call. But I mean, it was probably the right call. I was just trying to state my case, and by the end of the game, it's obviously a lot of frustration.
The guys were down 11 about midway through the opening half. We've seen this game kind of go the other way at times for you against a very quality opponent in Jefferson. You battled back into it. Were you proud of your guys, and how were you able to do it?
Yeah, I'm proud of them, but you've been to a lot of games. This is what we do. We don't go away. I mean, we've gotten bombed a couple times, but for the most part, we fall behind, we come back, we take leads, we fall back behind, and it's been a really crazy year that we haven't been able to pull any of them out, really, except for the one against Dominican. I mean, other than that, we've really had a hard time closing games out. And it's a shame because they're working hard. We're going to keep on working hard.
So what's been the issue then down the stretch? At one point in this game, you had an 8-point lead in the second half, and then ended up being helter-skelter down the stretch. What's been the difference?
Defensive stops. Yeah, we're not getting the stops when we need them. That's the bottom line. We're not getting that final stop we need.
Cartier Talford has been very, very quiet the last couple games. He came out firing today, very aggressive. Wasn't necessarily rewarded with a strong shooting night. But was that something you told him specifically to come out and just fire away?
I told him that I want to see 15 shots out of him today. I don't care if he's going for 15, I want 15 shots. He got 14 off. He's doing exactly what we want. He did exactly what we wanted him to do. I know he was missing maybe people in the crowd, but he'd be like, what is he doing? He's doing what I want him to do. And I mean, he lights it up in practice, and he gets out here and he works hard in this game. And they weren't going tonight, but he's a scorer, and when he's going to get going one of these times, he's going to win us a game. He did a good job on the defensive end this time, and again, like you said, he didn't have any shots today, but he did exactly what I asked him to do, so I'm good with that.
Chris Evans had the big bucket down the stretch to tie the game up, and then he ended up losing it at the end on the free throws. Played some very, very solid defense on the big guy, Sackniuk, as well. Was that one of his better games for you since he's been back?
Were you watching the same thing I was watching? Because Sackniuk was taking him to the bucket all night.
A couple of times he got him.
Chris is working hard. He's working hard, but Sackniuk scored on him about 3 or 4 consecutive times, and not for lack of trying by Chris, but he wasn't getting the stops we needed, and unfortunately we got to keep trying to go in and out with him. But like Chris works his butt off. He did a really good job, but like defensively we need him to be a little stronger. But like I said, I can't argue with what it is not from lack of effort. It's not from lack of effort, so I can't really be too angry. I'm just very, very frustrated that we can't find a way to win these games.
So the Griffins again fall 78-75 at home to Jefferson.